Hey everybody, it's Marshall Monkey here. This is going to be my Gotham Season 2, Episode 9 review and rundown, I believe. A lot of stuff that happened in this episode. I think they're just seeding what's to come in the mid-season finale. We're so close. One episode, this is Episode 10, then it's the mid-season finale for Episode 11. Because I have 22 episodes total, if I am correct. Now, this episode was basically about Gordon, Gordon was only in the penthouse, basically, for the whole episode. I'm spoiling it right now. I used to say spoiler alert in my videos, but I'm not saying them anymore. I don't know why. But basically, spoilers for everything else that's coming up, though. But basically, he was in the penthouse for the whole time. But let's get started. Let's talk about it. So basically, what's going on in this episode, I keep saying that, basically. What's going on in this episode is there wasn't too much, there wasn't too much going on. There was a lot of gruesome moments. I feel like Gotham just got way bloodier. Because I remember in Season 1 where they kind of blocked out the whole head shooting thing. There was so many, gunshots to the head in this episode. Remember when Gotham didn't used to do that? And now they're, gruesome. We saw, blood everywhere all over Barnes' leg. We saw, gunshots in the head all over the place this episode. We've seen, blood rushing out of Parks' head. We've seen so much this episode that's so gruesome, and I like that Gotham's kind of taking its dark side a little bit more seriously and doing all those things, but I feel like we're going too far. It's kind of getting a little weird. But anyway, let's talk about it. So basically, I keep saying that. Basically. I don't even know why. But Gordon, let's talk about Gordon first. Gordon was talking about Lee, and talking about Barbara and talking to Lee about that, and said that they were going to talk that night. But then Gordon ended up going to look for evidence in Galavan's penthouse with Barnes and Parks, and the other guy, I don't remember his name, the forensics guy. And then basically, I keep saying basically, I gotta stop doing that. But they ended up, they didn't find anything at first, and then a hitman came in the elevator. We saw that part earlier on in the episode, where the hitman was trying to kill Gordon with the piano string. That was just crazy, and that was one of the most funniest parts of the episode. I feel like Gotham's good at balancing things, really well. Sometimes in TV, it's hard to, do a funny moment, then bounce back from it and get super serious. Which is why there's comedies and why there's dramas, because you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't always do a bunch of fun stuff. Gotham's kind of good at balancing it, where Gotham's kind of cheesy sometimes. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's a comic book show and they're in the 80s and it's just Batman. So they're kind of cheesy this time. I feel like that was just one of those cheesy but still funny moments where it's the elevator opens up and it's the elevator music is playing and it closes and it's all dramatic again. I feel like that's kind of cheesy, but it's supposed to be. Supergirl's very campy, but it's supposed to be. So you know what I mean? They're comic book shows, so they're gonna have those moments in there. But it was really good how they balanced it. And then basically I keep saying basically. Count how many times I've said basically in this video. I dare you. And then put it in the comments. But after that, Gordon ends up just basically... I keep saying basically. Oh, I just said it again. After that, Gordon stays with Barnes and tries to find evidence, but then there's a gajillion hitmen after him, and they take down all the hitmen. I feel like that was kind of too much. All the hitmen that came, it was a whole wave of them first, and there was the one in the elevator, and all those, the wave that came after them, then it was Flamingo, and it was are you kidding? There's so many. But Gordon ends up, basically getting off track. Oh, did I say basically again? I keep saying that. But after that, Gordon ends up finding evidence in, I guess, the painting or mural, whatever it was, in Galavan's penthouse, and then gets Barnes stabbed in the leg, which we saw, and it was really gruesome, and it was awful. What happens after that? I can't even remember. I'm so off track in this episode. But there was all the stuff was going on with Galavan, and I feel like Barnes kind of explained the whole dark side thing with Gordon, crossing the line, and that there isn't a line, it's just the law. So I kind of agreed with that. It's sometimes there is no line, it's the law. And Gordon ended up balancing his dark side this episode with, he was still going dark, but then he realized not to do that. I feel like that's what's going to set up Gordon years from now. If they ever had Season 10, if there's supernatural status and them going, a gajillion years with their show, and up going, Season 10 on Gotham, and, we do see Batman, which I doubt that will happen. Maybe Gotham might get, 4 seasons total, maybe 5. I don't know. They're all gonna age out, so I definitely think they're going to have at least 4 seasons, but you know, that's going to set up Gordon if we did get season 10. Like, this whole Dark Side story is going to set it up, like, years from now, which is a good thing. So, picking back up where we left off. Hi, guys, I'm back. But, oh my gosh, my cat is about to get in the video. Oh my gosh, my cat! Okay, hold on, let me move her. Picking back where I left off. Yesterday, I started my Gotham video. You guys just watched that part. So, today, I gotta keep it going, because I had to stop yesterday, so we can go get some kitties, but I'm gonna probably show you guys on my Instagram. But anyway, yeah, so I had to stop. Now I'm gonna pick back up. So I think where I left off was going on to the next story, which is Enigma and the Penguin and all that craziness going on. So basically, what's going on with this little pair up here? This is probably the most interesting pair up that Gotham has done yet. Also pairing up with that is like Selina and Firefly versus Penguin and Riddler. Although I think Penguin and Riddler won hands down. Ed, of course, Ed found Penguin, took him back to his house, nursed him back to health, and it's just like, he gave, you know, Penguin his confidence back, his killing confidence, his mojo, his, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but he gave it back. And basically, he ended up talking about Penguin's weakness that was his mother, and now that his weakness is gone, he has nothing to fear, and that he can become full-blown Penguin, which he can. Like, he can become... He's full, he's free, and he has no weakness holding him back. And I'm sorry if my cat's making a whole bunch of noise back there, but she's crazy. So basically, it's gonna get interesting. I mean, we saw them in the final thing, like, psychotically killing that guy. I love this pair-up. I cannot wait to see if they do more of that next week. I think they are, but I'm not really sure, because the promo was just crazy. Along with some other promos that we saw last night as well. But anyway, yeah, we talked about them. So let's get on to the next story. Let's see what's next. Oh yeah, Bruce, Alfred, Silver, Selina stuff. Woohoo! So what's going on with this story here? Now, this story I feel like is disappointed me this week. Like, I don't know why, but I felt like, okay, this is weird. I'm gonna sound like a really weird person, but I kind of wanted, like, okay, so Silver was invited by Bruce, and they were talking about Galavan, and he wants to get the, you know, the name of the murder of his parents' murderer out of her, because he thinks that maybe she has a lead or something that can go on, or whatever. And so basically, Alfred's like, get her out of here, this is not how you do this, you don't pursue Galavan on your own. And then Bruce basically tells off Alfred a little bit. Like, not really, but like, kind of. Like, you have no right to do these things. And Alfred's full-blown Batman in this episode, like, stealing that key because Silver gave him a key to her hotel room. Now, here's what I thought was really weird. I thought that Bruce was gonna, like, go to the hotel room and they were gonna have, like, some kind of, like, I don't know. I thought that they were going to have some kind of, like, scene, like a romantic scene, like, between Silver, and Silver still trying to lead Bruce on. Even though she's kind of is with the whole... She's kind of hiding. She's still hiding that she did know what Galavan was wanting. She knew Galavan's plans, but Bruce didn't know that she knew. So she's still kind of leading that on, that she doesn't know what's going on. So I kind of hoped there would be something there. Like he would run away, because we never see Bruce in Gotham. Like, it's like, we see him once in a while go into town that's like... Not really, and he's always at the manor, and it's kind of annoying. So I thought that he was going to sneak off to see Silver, but then Alfred totally became like a I don't even know, like, a helicopter Alfred, and just, like, took the key, and, like, he Batmaned the key from Bruce, like, stole it, like, pickpocketed it, like Selina or whatever, I don't know. Then, speaking of Selina, she comes in later on and says, this girl's bad news, and I got proof. Kind of wanted to see what the proof was first, but... In the promo, we get to see this huge Silver scene where she's, like, screaming or whatever. I don't even know what the heck she's doing in that promo. So, we're probably going to get something like that next week, like this big Silver story, and that's going to be really exciting. I don't know what's going to happen to her. Like, in the mid-season finale, she might, like, leave or something. I don't know. I don't know what she's going to do, but it's going to be really interesting to see what it is. Now, let's see. Anything else to talk about for this story? Nope. So, I think I've covered everything. Oh, there's one last thing. The Order of the Saint Dumas have arrived in Gotham. Yes! Now, of course, you guys all know. If you don't know, then you know now. I'm going to tell you guys. Saint Dumas, basically, Azrael is in the Order of the Saint Dumas. We know it from the Arkham games. We know it from just comics. We know it from everything. So, basically, Azrael will probably come out of this group. Right now, I don't know how Azrael fits into this. Like... It's more of Azrael Easter eggs than I would imagine actually having Azrael. He is casted, though. They have casted someone to play Azrael. So, obviously, we're getting him sometime soon. So when we'll be getting him, I have no idea. But the Order of the Saint Dumas arrives in Gotham, kills that security guard, like, just all stabs him repeatedly. That was a little bit too over the top. I feel like that was, like, they could have just slit his throat and be done with it. I don't know, maybe, but they don't have to all stab him at the same time. It was kind of weird. And then we see that there's, like, a bunch of craziness of them walking towards Gotham and walking towards that. So, yeah. Now, quick thing. Did I think about, I think I talked about Flamingo, didn't I? I don't know if I did or not. I think that was from yesterday, so I'm not really sure if I talked about him. But let's talk about him real quick. So, Flamingo from the comics, he's basically, kind of like one of those low-level characters that you don't really know about that much. He was created by Grant Morrison, I think. Isn't that his name? Grant Morrison? I don't know. I think that's his name. But I think he also created Professor Pig, and if you've ever seen Batman Arkham Knight, you obviously know that Professor Pig is one of the villains in that game. So Flamingo comes from the same kind of line that Professor Pig, the same person that created him, so that's really cool. And we got Flamingo in this episode. He is a cannibal, and he is also a cannibal in comics, too, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty, I don't know if I talked about him earlier or not, like yesterday, I don't know if I did, but I did now, so yeah. Alright, so, I think that's pretty much it. So comment down below what you guys thought of the episode. What stories are you most looking forward to? Now, I'm going to be talking about Gotham in my Monkey Updates number 4. Since I'm behind on videos, that'll either come today or tomorrow. I don't know when it'll come, but it's going to come soon. We can go to the links up there to see my other Gotham videos. You can also see my Supergirl video and some other stuff that's up there as well. You can go to my Twitter, my Instagram, my Vine, and my vlog channel. Those links are down below. Go follow and subscribe to those. Other than that, like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.